And this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Armadillos and the Chargers. And it's
welcome everybody to TB Sports 27. We are live and we are kicking off the RXFL playoffs. This is the third season of the RXFL, the 8th if you're going back to the RFL days, 20 plus if you're going back to the SFL days, a combination of such. And we are kicking things off here. It is a college football Saturday. We're watching like 5 crazy games right now. Texas A&M just getting destroyed. Wisconsin trying to hang in there with everyone's going to commercial right now, so I can't even find a game. We got Notre Dame and Pitt playing right now, and we are kicking off the RXFL postseason here in Salt Lake City. A return to the playoffs for the Salt Lake City Fury. Now, if you want us to go more in depth on all the standings, on all the stats, who's playing who was MVP, final scores, and how we got to these playoff teams, make sure you head over to patreon.com/TBSports27. That's patreon.com/TBSports27. We did a 20-minute deep dive season wrap-up where we figured out how we got to this point. We looked at all the standings. We broke down all the stats, all the 4,000-yard passers in the RXFL. And there's one of them, Bart, Starr, who comes in relatively new to the league, joined in Season 5 in the RFL, and here with the Salt Lake City Fury. We'll break down kind of more of the history of these teams. Some of you that have been watching for a while already know it, but this is a, on paper, people think it should be Salt Lake City all the way, coming in with a win. The Austin Armadillos, people thought were going to be eliminated, toast, done, when they were defeated in Week 17 to the Honolulu Thunder. But then in Week 18, they got a win to make it to 9-8. The Thunder lost, and it ended up being the Armadillos that snuck into the playoffs. Now, last year, this is the Armadillos' third year going to the playoffs, and last year, they were in the conference championship game. So this is not a scrub team. This is Michael Vick, who was the league MVP last season, but definitely they have had their struggles this season for sure, as you can see, the 9-8 record, but they are in the playoffs once again and trying to contend with the Salt Lake City squad, who has been around since Season 1 in the RFL days when they were purple and yellow, now blue and yellow. They won the inaugural RFL championship, defeating the San Antonio Dragons, and then they went to the second RFL championship, losing to the Huntington Beach Killer Whales. Since then, they have missed the playoffs every single year from Season 3 until now, which would be the 8th year in a row of this Legends-style league, as Derrick Henry gets it. They had Joe Montana winning those first league championship and going to the second one. Now he is with Columbus, and with Bart Starr, the Salt Lake City Fury looking as dominant as ever, while the Columbus Aviators will be waiting for their opponent in the second round of the RXFL. But a heck of an opening drive right now from Bart Starr, and it has been absolute perfection for Bart Starr and the Salt Lake City Fury. And Salt Lake City desperate to get back to a championship. It's been a long time since they won that first league championship. We said it's been 8 seasons since that first league championship, 5 with the RFL, which was All Pro Football 2K8, the third season of the RXFL here in Madden. So a total of 8 seasons from the time they first won it. And now Michael Vick looking at, yes, that is Michael Vick with number 15, because he's a team player. He gave his number 7 to one of his teammates. And so he's been wearing the number 15. But maybe next year, because we're going to redraft all the teams going into Madden 26, whenever they decide to put that one on sale for Black Friday, hopefully soon. Fingers crossed. We got a couple more weeks here. But this will be the end here of the Madden 25 run. And we're going to see if last year's MVP can answer that early 7 points from Bart Starr.
They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
Getting your team to the playoffs, Mike, that's a massive.
Bart Starr joined the RFL with the Tampa Bay Vipers, who is a team that came over from the RXFL, or from the XFL rather, before they moved to Vancouver. And Starr also spent, oh my goodness, as Vick was under all kinds of pressure, Starr also spent some years with the San Antonio Dragons after Tampa Bay was sold and to the Tampa Bay Mutiny. And some unsuccessful seasons with San Antonio, as Bart Starr would then find his way here to Salt Lake City as they were looking for a new quarterback. What did they have? It was, I think they had Starr for a couple years, right? Roger Starr, who was pretty successful with the Dragons, leading them to 2 championship games but without a win. And then Starr found himself in Tennessee without much success, and then in Salt Lake City. I'm trying to remember what team he is on now. Vick dumps it off to Gronk. Rob Gronkowski for the first down for the Austin Armadillos. Again, all this history, I'm kind of going over it, but you can look at the stat books. They're up at patreon.com/tvsports27, so you can check out the complete history of the various leagues that we've done over the years with our kind of fantasy teams and our legends. So that is up at Patreon, as well as the deep dive recapping the end of Season 3. We also have bonus games from Season 2 and Season 1 that streamed exclusively on Patreon that never aired on YouTube. So those are up as well on Patreon, and we'll get some more of those in the mix for you guys next season for some of our Patreon members, some Patreon exclusive content for you guys, as Dorsett's going to pick up the first down. But that's kind of where we are, settling the history here with Michael Vick, Austin Armadillos, who is their 3rd year as a team. Salt Lake City in year number 8. The 3rd year for Michael Vick in the league, the 4th for Bart Starr among 3 different teams, but definitely Bart Starr's most successful run. We mentioned Vick going to the conference championship last season. You can check out the playlist archives. Vick just says, you know what, I'm going to run this one. He was under all kinds of pressure, got out of the pocket, nearly got the first down. I actually just watched a video. You know, I always talk about NFL Throwback, one of my favorite YouTube pages. They had like a 25-minute compilation of just Michael Vick runs. And I watched that the other day to remember what an incredible athlete Vick was, especially in his heyday with the Falcons. And a couple nice runs with the Eagles as well. Didn't run as much with the Steelers and Jets, but Eagles and Falcons, the man was still moving. But he's moving here with the Armadillos, the lefty, to Mike Evans. And all the Armadillos so far nicely answering the drive. And well, you know what? This is a team that has some playoff history, some playoff experience, where the Salt Lake City Fury, this iteration, this is their first time tasting the playoff experience. By the way, Texas A&M, we're streaming this on a college football Saturday, as we mentioned. Texas A&M was down 20-3 at halftime. It is now it was 30-3 at halftime. It was even worse. It was 30-3. It is now 30-16. So we're going to keep you posted on Texas A&M. They're trying to make a bit of a comeback. Vick, man, he had 2 guys in the back of the end zone, and of course, with Madden, the ball's just going to stick to the defender instead of your receivers coming up and making a play on it. So that will fall incomplete. It's kind of why we have a lot of the interceptions turned way down, because it really is unfair that your receivers don't make a play on the ball, but the defenders do.
Good pickup in 7, sets up 3rd and 3.
Third and 3. Vick to throw it. Mike Evans. No, that is not Evans. Who we got there? We got Johnson making the grab.
And it sets up 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to
Evans wasn't even in on the play. The Fury coming out here in the navy helmets, navy pants with the powder blue jerseys. Almost look like the Titans a little bit, but with some of that extra yellow. You've seen them in the yellow pants this season as well. Deciding to go with the solid blue look.
motion man is Sanders.
Only the second drive of the game for both teams, and Ezekiel Elliott can't get into the end zone.
It stays at the 3.
Although I would have liked to have seen them throw the ball on one of the 2 prior downs.
Michigan and Northwestern playing at Wrigley Field. Vick is going to throw this one to the other number 7. And there's your touchdown. That's who he gave number 7 away to. As a sign of respect, he said, you know what? You take it. You take number 7. Vick going with the number 15. And the Armadillos answer. And here in Salt Lake City, extra point away from this one being tied up. And we will be tied. So both drives going for touchdown. A 16-play, 77-yard drive for the Austin Armadillos.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense.
Only in the RXFL would you get a matchup between Bart Starr and Michael Vick. 2 players of a different era. One guy that's already got a couple of Super Bowl rings, looking for more championships.
Right away, they'll set up to throw.
And Bart Starr right on the money, and Derrick Henry could not hang on to it, and he is frustrated with himself.
They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball
and Starr had a pretty good year with the Tampa Bay Vipers back at the tail end of the RFL. Starr's going to go down the field again looking for Carmichael. And then some rough years with San Antonio. But has had a career resurgence here, not only Bart Starr, but the Salt Lake City Fury, who had gone, what, basically 5 years without going to the playoffs. 5 really bad years after 2 very successful years. And, man, the Austin Armadillos were hitting out there because there were 2 passes that were right on the mark that were forced incomplete by this Armadillo defense. So, you know, Salt Lake City fans happy to see their team back in the playoffs after that 5-year drought. They were looking like the class of the league going to the championship the first 2 years, and then they had to wait and wait and wait. But now an opportunity for the Austin Armadillos. They can take their first lead of the game right here. Oh, look at that opening. And Ezekiel Elliott. He needed a little bit more speed, and Zeke would have been gone.
There's a combination of footwork and vision. His ability to
that was incredible.
And understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big game.
Vick will drop back to throw. Puts that one into traffic.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls in.
Vick on the ground to Tony Dorsett. Dorsett picks up 4 to make it a shorter 3rd down. You got to think now, you're kind of in field goal range a little bit. So do you try to just pick up a handful of yards and guarantee that you get that lead, or you take a shot on 3rd down? Of course, you would risk a turnover. You would risk a sack and being out of field goal range. So things to think about. When you got Michael Vick and his legs, man, sacks might not be happening. He can maybe pick up something. Vick is going to run. It looked like that was just a designed run to try to stay. Now, the game says punt. We're not going to punt. We got legendary kickers here. Come on now. That's a 61-yard field goal. That is a long field goal. But we got, what is that, Chris Boswell as the kicker?
He starts moving around the pocket, nowhere to go with the ball, and They bring him down for a sack.
That is
Oh, and it fell just short. We just missed the top power.
it's no good.
So the play call was a designed run for Vick to try to get a couple extra yards in the field goal, but it obviously was well coached, well scouted by the Salt Lake City defense. And I feel like every time I have flipped to the Indiana Wisconsin game, they've been on commercial. It's the freaking Big 12 network. How many commercials do they need?
Defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
Continuing to throw the ball with Bart Starr. There's Jeremy Shockey bouncing off, guys. South Carolina 30, Texas A&M 17. Yeah, that's why you guys got to join us live here on Twitch. You might be watching this on demand on YouTube, which is also awesome. Support YouTube, support on Twitch. But if you want to be with us live, we do the live commentary streams on Twitch, and then we do the commentary free streams. I don't have time to hook up everything, but I'm just going to bust out a quick game for you guys real quick. Those go on YouTube as well. So...
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right?
But the commentary streams that we do with you guys are doing them here on Twitch. Try to grab a different audience with the YouTube algorithm wreaking havoc on everybody.
It's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there.
Look at that wide open as Shockey.
Stay open. That's NFL route running.
And it'll be predictable here, but on 3rd and 1, you got Derrick Henry in the backfield. This is going to be very anti-Pete Carroll, but you're running this ball on 3rd and 1 with Derrick Henry, and he didn't get it. Wow, 4th and inches.
It can lead to some of the biggest gains.
We got to go for it, right? This is a playoff game again. Derrick Henry, come on.
On this 4th down try. I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity.
Even Greg Olsen says the same. Tried to get him to jump. There was the big opening that they needed.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me.
We are streaming every single postseason game. There will be 13 of them. 6 first-round games, 4 second-round games, 2 conference championships, and the RXFL championship. Unfortunately, Madden no longer allows... Oh, look at Texas A&M. They just went for an 80 yards. South Carolina's going to blow this one, aren't they? Looking for anybody. Starr dumps it off to Derrick Henry.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Back on the ground to Derrick Henry, the opening, and he pushes his way into the end zone. Absolutely unreal. Superhuman effort from Derrick Henry. And the lead is reclaimed after a brief tie for the Salt Lake City Fury.
Now Fairbairn for the extra point.
I was mentioning the Pro Bowl, unfortunately, which we call the Legends Bowl. We can no longer play because Madden took that out of the game. I realize they don't play a Pro Bowl in real life, but it was out of the game for years. They put it back in the game for Madden 20, and then they took it back out of the game. It's in the game. If you go into like exhibition mode, you can like play with some predetermined teams. So it's in the game, but for some reason they just decided to take it out of franchise mode for God knows whatever reason they did. So unfortunately we cannot play our Legends Bowl, which is usually a lot of fun to play with all of the legends on like superhuman teams, all-star teams, but they took that away from us. So Right into EA. Call your EA congressman, tweet them, yell at them, say, give us the Pro Bowl back in franchise mode so we can play with it. But unfortunately, that game is gone, and I can't even replicate it if I wanted to. So it was 30-3 at halftime for South Carolina over Texas A&M. It is now 30-24. South Carolina is, letting this one get away from him. Vick to Thomas. Both offenses continuing to move the ball well in this game. The only misfire was the missed field goal.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And a short gain there, down only to the 48. Here's a 2nd and 9. Throwing is Vick.
Say they've done a good job keeping Vick in the pocket, but he's getting him out there with his arm.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Vick's only had like one really solid run so far in this game. There's Dorsett. That play was doomed to fail from the beginning.
But nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier.
Vick, could not find anybody open. And Hines Allen with the QB sack.
From his defensive end spot to record the sack.
So 3rd and 22, and this may be another Mike Vick, get as many yards with your feet as you can. And the pocket just falls apart on him. The O-line can't hold the block. Clay Matthews of they're going to try the field goal again this time. 2-minute warning. I think they may punt it.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more.
Yeah, they are not going to try the long kick. So this time they will punt it.
Take it in, back at his own 12.
And they're going to give Bart Starr the ball. Less than 2 to play here. And you look at the numbers, you see, Derrick Henry, only 6 rushes. But if you get the lead here, you're up by 2 scores. If you can keep Derrick Henry healthy for what could be a lengthy playoff run, that's what you want. And Bart Starr is going to deliver. Don Maynard. And the Salt Lake City Fury, who we've seen a number of times streamed in the regular season. Wide open as Jeremy Shockey, and the Armadillos have had a very difficult time covering him so far in the early going. Shockey has been left wide open multiple times.
Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. Here's a run.
And there's Derrick Henry, and there's a Derrick Henry touchdown, and Salt Lake City up by 2 touchdowns. And this is what the fans in the mountains of 5 years, this return to form. You have Joe Montana, who takes you to 2 league championships, and then you find yourself struggling for consecutive years. Then you go out and you get great running back and Marcus Allen to go behind Joe Montana, and you still struggle. Then you go out and got a guy that won multiple Super Bowls, and he's taken a team to a couple of league championships, and Roger Staubach, you're still not winning. Then you go out, and that's a heck of a run. You have Joe Montana, Roger Staubach, and now Bart Starr. Kind of going back in time a little bit with each new quarterback, but you got a heck of a list right there of Super Bowl legends. And Salt Lake City at 13-4, looking like they are in form here. But Michael Vick, boy, he had an open number 7.
biggest issue
and he just overshot him.
Has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to...
Vick's pass is knocked away, and that is why Vick, he lost the MVP this year to Steve Young. Again, patreon.com/tvsports27. You guys can go check out all the stats, the awards, and everything. But Vick did not have a bad year. He was high up in the stat list. But definitely, going into next season, we're going to be doing the redraft. And timeout called by Harbaugh in the Fury. You got to be wondering, going into next season with the redraft, you know, some teams, are they going to try to keep their guys? Are they going to try to switch it up at all? Will someone try to steal a Michael Vick?
That's taken at about the 14, and he'll be brought down.
Right now, the Salt Lake City Fury, 2 timeouts, 40 seconds to go, and if it's any indication how the last possession went, did get down the field quickly here.
As this drive kicks off, 1st and 10.
Completes it. Shockey does get out of bounds.
Such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
He'll drop to throw.
Man, they cannot cover Jeremy Shockey. It's like, I don't know. It's like he's got the flu or something, the way that they're staying away from Shockey.
Here's 1st and 10.
So they take a second timeout here.
Back to throw. He'll let this go.
Starr's got Carmichael. Incomplete. Well, he had one-on-one.
Incomplete. Good coverage there.
Patrick Peterson out there.
And it'll be 2nd down.
Kind of tough with only the 1 timeout.
Back to the air one more time.
Again, there's Shockey. And that time they had good coverage on Jeremy Shockey. So at the 44, 3rd and 10, but
now they'll set up to throw.
What a play. There's Maynard with the catch. They're going to take a timeout with 10 seconds. And you have time for a shot or two at the end zone, maybe. But it's got to go to the end zone.
In the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw.
Oh my goodness. So with 6 seconds, that took 4 off the clock. The Fury are just going to say, hey, we're going to take our 3 points.
Coming on to try the field goal. This one will be from 30.
Fairbairn's kick is good.
And
it's going to be 24-7 at the half for the Salt Lake City Fury over the Austin Armadillos.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 1st half of play.
Well, for Austin, they got some work to do. For Salt Lake City, that was about as perfect as you can be in the 1st half in your return to the playoffs.
What we've got coming up in tomorrow's action in the AFC. We've got a good one on tap. And it's going to be one heck of a battle, that's for sure. It was Derrick Henry, as he normally does, making his impact felt in that 1st half.
Could we be looking at a Red League championship between Salt Lake City and Columbus?
This was
be the Joe Montana Bowl.
One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, 2nd half.
Well, you'd have to imagine, based on how the Fury have been playing, this is the drive that they have to have, and maybe you got to go back to doing one of those 16-yard drives. This could be a great start. Good field position for the Armadillos out to the 34.
35-yard line. The Armadillos offense starting to trot out for this next possession. And time again, Greg, the yards on the ground have been very difficult to come by.
Yeah, and it really goes against conventional wisdom, Mike. You hear so often everyone talk about you run the ball to open up the pass, and really that's not necessarily true. Oftentimes when you're having trouble on the ground, the best way to open things up underneath is by passing the ball, and that could be
You're going to screen pass out here on first down, and that's a good play to get some solid yards for Austin.
And open things up. You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen.
They can't go too slow there, because if Salt Lake continues to answer, because their defense hasn't shown many signs of slowing down here, they need to definitely get 3 scores, so they got to watch the clock.
Still in the back of their head.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
Every team makes an emphasis.
Indiana has defeated Wisconsin 31-7, of which I saw about 2 seconds of that game, because every time I flipped over, the Big Ten Network was in a commercial break. What do we got with Notre Dame here? Is Vick going to drop back? And take a deep shot to Mike Evans. They're on commercial as well.
He'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
God, there's a lot of commercials these days in college football, is there not? They got to pay all those NIL bills.
You can see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on.
I don't know how he got 2 yards out of that. Dorsett looked like he was going to be shoved way back for a loss of yards. Somehow survived that one.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8.
TV Sports mascot Luna the cat is here.
Now, Vick.
And Vick. Ooh, that one nearly picked off.
But it is incomplete.
And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as
And it's
easy
3rd
as it
and
gets.
8. Now, the Armadillos in field goal range. They don't necessarily have to get 3 touchdowns here.
Your teammates are dependent.
But they don't have to worry about it, because Mike Vick to Mike Evans is going to sneak out, get a 1st down, and this is what we mentioned, one of those long drives. It's worked to success for the Armadillos. Vick going to the corner. Vick not happy about something, yelling at the refs, or whether a wrong route was run.
You better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
There's Gronkowski pushing his way forward. Gronk. So he's just saying Grok now. Grok is a monster.
The versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast.
Third and 3.
They're too big for defensive backs.
Vick out of the pocket, throws it, and it's caught for an Armadillos touchdown. He gets it back to Johnson, which is what he was looking for a couple of plays ago. That's where he was yelling at the refs or something. Oh, man, look at that camera shot. I can't see the ball, but
yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think?
Coming out of the locker room, that was a must-have. Oh, we're going to review it here.
Previous play is under review.
We are going to review this one.
Before we do anything else.
Let's see. This is not going to be a good angle to show us whether the ball, the control, and all that, but we're going to go with the referee's thought. They didn't have any video evidence, so I think you got to keep it how it is. So that was a must-have drive coming out of the locker room for the Armadillos, and they answer the call to make it a 24-14 postseason game here on a 10-play, 66-yard drive. Absolutely had to have it, and they had it right there. This one is still a game, folks.
Justice Hill to return. Good return as he takes it.
So now we wait and see the strategy of the Salt Lake City Fury. Do they start going to some more Derrick Henry? Do they keep throwing the ball? No one's been wide open. How do you play this one? You saw the yards down there, like 100 plus for the Fury. They are going to throw it, and Starr to Mo Alley Cox. Can I say that on YouTube or Twitch? I don't know. I don't know. It could be a dangerous one, but he caught it nonetheless. Patreon.com/TVSports27. Ko-Fi.com/TVSports27. Streamlab.com/TVSports27. All the different ways you can help support the channel. Follow on Twitch. Hit the subscribe button on YouTube for more streaming, more hanging out, more football. It's been mostly a lot of football lately. I'd like to... Oh, there goes Don Maynard. And the Armadillos defense continues to be inept at stopping the Fury offense. I was saying I'd like to get back to streaming some baseball. I don't know about hockey because I don't think EA can make a good hockey game. I have so many hockey games over the years that I have bought thinking, okay, this is going to be a decent one. And I just don't like... I want a franchise mode for hockey. I'm about to go into a hockey rant here. I don't want the stupid GM mode that's been in this game forever. I just want like how we do it here. I want to coach a team. I want to put a team together and coach them. I don't want the stupid GM mode that we've been stuck with. So that's why I haven't done hockey in a while. I'd like to get back to baseball, but man, I'd like MLB The Show to give us the option to not have to play 162 game seasons. Like, I know that's not how baseball is, but I'd like to do kind of like a football-style schedule so we can stream every game, because if we stream 15, 16 games, then we're simulating 140 of them. It's like you're missing 80% of the season. So I don't know what the best action is to stream baseball with you guys. One idea was just maybe simulating the last 15 games of the season, but then you can end up being like 50 games out of first place. You can be like a White Sox or something and then be toast. The other alternative is just play Road to the Show, which is what we were doing with Tom Brady. Like, just play a single player, and that way you can easily play all the games. But we had that for a while, and then my Tom Brady career crashed, and that was that. So, but maybe that's the way to go. Maybe we just do like Road to the Show stuff. Northwestern trying to make things interesting on Michigan right now, 16-21. And it's crazy. The Wisconsin-Indiana game started the same time as all these other games that are just barely into the fourth quarter, and the Indiana game's already done. Vick just had all day in the pocket and completes it to Thomas. They can put these drives together all they want, but at some point, Vick's got to go to the defense and say, hey, we need a stop or two. Keep going back and forth. They can try, though. Gronk makes the catch. We continue to credit this Fury team. But Texas A&M is about to tie this game up after it was 30-3. They have not allowed Vick to run the football. That is to their credit.
Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way.
Gronkowski, oh, it's picked off, and that might just do it. Single coverage was looking for Rob Gronkowski. Marshawn Lattimore with the interception, and that... Touchdown, Texas A&M. They just tied the game. Unreal, South Carolina. That was just a 50-50 ball. Normally, you would think Rob Gronkowski is going to win that battle. But that is not the case. Wild card weekend in the Red League. The Austin Armadillos, a season ago in the conference championship, a couple of quarters away from going to the RXFL championship, the Ultra Bowl, and falling short. I think A&M just lost their touchdown. It was a flag. And then looking like it may be one and done here. It is not looking good right now for the Austin Armadillos in this game. And they have not been able to cover that man, which has been the problem. And if you didn't think the interception sealed it, that has got to seal it. And the Salt Lake City Fury, who have been waiting 5 years for another appearance in a championship game, is going to get one game closer with this victory. The coverage on Jeremy Shockey in this game has been absolutely atrocious from the Austin Armadillos. And Bart Starr, who I don't know how often we were talking about him this year, considering what happened last year with San Antonio, back when they were wearing the silver and black. There's the touchdown for A&M.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense.
Ooh, South Carolina. They were up 30-3 at halftime, and they're an extra point away from being down. Whew.
To throw, here's Vick.
Vick just heaves it up. There's double coverage out there. Fans in Salt Lake City, we're going to be seeing some Derrick Henry here for Salt Lake City the next couple of plays. Michael Vick trying to get anything going. Pressured again, nowhere to run, but Vick, what a throw from Michael Vick to Mike Evans.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
Mike Vick is not giving up on this game yet, guys.
On play action, it's
And for Michael Vick, everyone knows the talent, but that was kind of the story for Vick in Atlanta, getting to the conference championship, falling short, never being able to get to that championship game. One game away last year, league MVP, and then this year, looking like a wild card blowout here. Play fake, Vick. Well, he had one-on-one for a moment, then turned into triple coverage.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution.
I think the game turned when that missed field goal happened. Maybe you punt it away, things don't get all out of hand. Oh, what a catch! Oh, what a catch! Are you kidding me?
He has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line.
Oh my God, what a catch by Johnson. That was insane.
Generate explosive plays, and after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red
Ezekiel
zone.
Elliott, touchdown Armadillos.
And he is in. Ezekiel Elliott.
Armadillos not going away yet.
A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with
He
the
should have
ball,
been stuffed
finds
back
the
there.
end
He had a
zone
couple
for the
hands on
touchdown.
him.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it.
Notre Dame's going to end Pittsburgh's hopes in the college football playoff run.
And they get 6.
Gronkowski gets picked off again. This is on a 2-point conversion, and it might be 2 points. Oh, going the Fury's way. So they are eyeing Rob Gronkowski here. Meanwhile, we got Navy up on South Florida, 34-24. Should Navy be in the college football playoff? Oh, is that a touchdown for the Bulls? I think it might have been. On a halfback pass or a wide receiver pass. Do you go for the onside kick at this point? Just to stop. There's a lot of time left. But you got to stop thinking about it at some point. If your defense can't stop this Fury offense, at some point you might just have to start doing some onside kicks. It is an 18-point lead for Salt Lake City. That was a USF touchdown. Wow.
We've got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, Great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points
Don Maynard, Jeremy Shockey.
You've got to do it primarily through the
They've been the
air.
guys so far
With
in
3
this game.
touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
There's Dalvin Cook.
Ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Let's go now. He'll look to throw.
They're going to continue to throw the ball to Jeremy Shockey. Look at Bart Starr. Almost 400 yards passing. That's the game plan right now. And when we go into the divisional round, we're going to remember this, and we're going to be like, man, they're going to have to close in on Bart Starr. Remember the drive we had? It was the second drive of the game. Remember, it was the second drive of the game, and they had 2 or 3 drop passes based on hits, just like that. They got Austin that extra possession, and they missed the field goal. Since then, the defense has been absolutely shredded. Derrick Henry now. I mean, this Salt Lake City Fury team got weapons everywhere. And you got to think, as we go into the redraft, going into Season 4, some of those players might be hot commodities in that draft. Maynard hangs on to it, does not go down, and Bart Starr is a yard away from a 400-yard game.
A first down. Ready. Back to throw.
And there it is, 400 passing yards and 3 touchdowns for Bart Starr as we head into the 4th quarter. What do you guys think? Could the record be in danger? Is he going to throw for another 150? Now, the record holder in the RXFL is John Elway. That inaugural kickoff season, the Battle of London that went into overtime that ended in a tie between the Bulldogs and the Monarchs. Elway broke the long-standing Norm Van Brocklin record.
And that should be enough. He works his way forward.
We have an injury, and you guys are wondering, oh, Shockey, that's Jeremy Shockey.
We get a stoppage for an injured player.
You gotta wonder if backups are going to come in at some point for Salt Lake City, but it's still technically a game. It's 18 points. You know, they're a handful of scores from this being a game. They go with Metcalf. So you don't want to get too conservative too early.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Let's go. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw.
Bart Starr's got Mo Alley in the corner, and he just missed in for Bart Starr. We got to sub out Jeremy Shockey, who Mo Alley Cox in for Shockey. For as on the money as Bart Starr has been, that was the first time he has been inaccurate with that throw.
Now they'll set up to throw.
Oh, and Derrick Henry, that's his 2nd drop.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback
So a little bit of credit there, a bit of a hold from the Armadillo defense. The field goal will be good, so that will make it a 21-point game. So 3 touchdowns in the 4th quarter. Is it possible? Bo Nix did it. Bo Nix did it against the Giants. Still one of the most insane games I've ever seen as a Broncos fan. But we're about to find out. What is Michael Vick and this team made of? You don't need to get any 2-point conversions. Don't got to play cute. Just straight up 3 touchdowns.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And it's been a struggle all afternoon. The defense done a great job taking him away from his game, taking his weapons away, and he is yet to find anything to lean on in this one.
Vick trying to get his guys hyped up. Maybe he'll get his number 7 back next year. Total yards, again, about 150 more for the Salt Lake City Fury. Vick takes a shot as he falls to the turf.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks.
Vick is going to run it.
It's the pressure in the back.
They have not allowed Vick, we've mentioned it, to get out of the pocket and run at all today. I mean, he still can't throw it, but they have really taken away one of Michael Vick's big weapons. There is Mike Evans. The problem here is they can have successful drives, but it takes them time. They're not really a 40, 50 yards at a time kind of team. You got to get 3 touchdowns here is the problem.
Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you?
Oh my, did you see how the offensive lineman just got thrown down? Rewind that back. Vick under pressure because the O-line couldn't hold the block.
When you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for.
I don't even know if the clock stops. I know they made all these new clock rules. Certain time, whether you run out. I guess, no, it doesn't. So it used to always just be out of bounds stops the clock, but now I think it's like a 2-minute thing. Vick, there is the biggest run of the day for Michael Vick. Ooh, that should be a flag. My goodness, referees not letting that one go. Vick was, that play clearly stopped and Vick took a shot. Play fake, Vick again under pressure, but Thomas is there and it's a touchdown for the Armadillos. Well, one thing that you cannot say about this Armadillos team is they did not fight to the very, they did not give up. They fought to the very end. The Armadillos are still fighting despite the score, despite the insurmountable odds. The Austin Armadillos have not given up on this game just yet, and this is the first playoff game. We got 12 more of these to go, guys. This is the best time of the year, the RXFL postseason. You can see all the past postseason episodes in the archives at YouTube. The Season 5 RFL playoffs, the Season 1 RXFL playoffs, and last year's, which was kind of an abbreviated edition because we were trying to get to this game. We were trying to get onto Madden 25. Now we're trying to get off of Madden 25 and get to Madden 26. Funny how that works. We're just desperately trying to get off. Now, here's the thing. Do you kick it deep? It's a 2-touchdown game, 6 minutes. I say kick it off deep.
Boswell now following the touchdown.
You don't want to give Salt Lake City a short field if you can help it.
This field in at about the 9. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready to go as we give you a look at the current playoff race. Ready! They'll start out on the ground.
Derrick Henry with the give.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
I still can't believe South Carolina. They will snap the ball with a bunch of time on the clock, and Starr just hung on to it, and finally, Jeremy Shockey is back out there.
The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
Now we will move into clock chewing mode with that 1st down. You got to wonder, kicking it off. We made that decision, obviously, to kick that deep because there's still 6 minutes left. Whether that's going to be a mistake or not for this Armadillos team. They are 7th in the RXFL on defense. They've given up 41 points today. Seeing like their average would be kind of nice. They're just seeing a ranking, but
here's second and inches.
To each their own, I suppose.
They'll go again here with Henry.
And there's the benefit of not having used Derrick Henry a lot in this game, is he is healthy and he's ready, as we said, for not only a deep playoff run, but Starr dumps it off to Derrick Henry. That's just going to add to his yards total.
There's two big key pieces the way you want to evaluate quarterbacks.
And this has turned into a disaster for the Austin Armadillos, kicking it deep, hoping to get a couple of stops.
When it's not a clean pocket, and you saw here the ability to be on time and accurate through.
Because now they are in field goal range. There's at least a stop there.
From the rest, and that was a big time throw right there. You know, at this point, the defense.
They're going to go empty set. You're figuring you're going to get to the 2-minute warning off of this anyway if you run the ball. So they're going to put it in the hands of Bart Starr, and it's Jeremy Shockey once again. Armadillos take a timeout. And, well, kicking it deep did not work out, and that is going to end up being the talking point, is the Armadillo defense. I mean, they put up 27 offensively, but this Armadillo defense unable to... Oh, there was a fumble! It went out of bounds, though.
So possession does not change hands.
Oh, my goodness. If you're an Armadillos fan, you can't get much closer than that. So we're looking at seeing Salt Lake City host another playoff game, so we'll be right back here in Salt Lake City, Utah, in the divisional round. Who are they going to be playing? So we know at least now our two divisional games in the Red League is going to be Salt Lake City hosting, right? And it's going to be, I'm trying to find my play here. Yeah, we're going to throw it. It's going to be Salt Lake City hosting, and it's going to be, is Columbus on the blue side? I think it's, I think London. I think it'll be London, Salt Lake City hosting. I'll have to look at the brackets. They are going to throw it here. Starr heaves it up. And it's knocked away, incomplete. So that stops the clock. They're trying to take a shot, knowing that the Armadillos had a timeout. But with this field goal, they will increase the lead back to a 3-score game with less than 2 minutes to play. But yeah, the number 1 seed and the number 2 seed are going to be hosting playoff games next week in the divisional round in the RXFL. And in Salt Lake City, if they can win and if they can get a upset with the number 1 seed, then they'll be hosting the conference championship. Well, now here's going to be the ultimate test of character for the Armadillos, because now they're pretty much out of it. How much fight does this team have? Vick wants to run it. Goes hurry up here. That was a nice catch by Gronkowski.
Here's Vick.
Trying to get Mike Evans. Oh, and he couldn't bring it in. Evans has his hands on the ball, and he drops it.
Just as the ball was arriving, and it'll be second down.
Evans hangs on to it that time.
Taken down inside the opponent's 35. To the air one more time.
Evans open. He's feeling it now. X Factor. Incomplete. Another drop by Evans.
Through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was
23 seconds. One timeout for the Armadillos.
Vick gonna look to throw. He's gonna
looking for Gronkowski.
That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him.
And you got third down here for Austin.
Third down. That
So Vick hit from behind. We haven't had too many sacks in this game. We've had some pressure, for sure. But this is it for the Armadillos. I mean, it's pretty much a foregone conclusion at this point, but they're still fighting for it. And that is going to do it. Falls incomplete, and the Salt Lake City Fury, the number 2 seed, will join the number 1 seed in the divisional round. So it'll be Columbus, London, Ghost Riders, and Salt Lake City guaranteed in the second round. So for a team that has a league championship to their name, looking for a second, they move on. The Armadillos still looking for their first appearance. And as we go into the redraft in Madden 26, you got to wonder, 3 years, Michael Vick, has the time come and gone? Fallen short here in the divisional round. Through all the effort, though, 20-plus points normally would be a win, but the defense, not enough juice. Jeremy Shockey certainly got to be your MVP in this one.
For more, log on to easports.com.
We'll look at some stats. We'll wrap this up. Maybe I'll be back. I don't know. I haven't decided. I may be back later tonight. It probably won't be a commentary stream. Look at the passing yards for both quarterbacks. Holy smokes. I mean, it was a quarterback's duel. That was for sure. Michael Vick and Bart Starr. You know, on the scoreboard, it looks like a blowout, but it was a quarterback's duel here. 22 of 23 for Bart Starr, 427 of 3 touchdowns. Michael Vick, 23 of 42 for 348. Derrick Henry, 73 yards on the ground, 2 touchdowns. And Dorsett, this is the big one right here. Michael Vick held to just 28 yards scrambling. Pretty crazy. There you go. Receiving yards, Jeremy Shockey, 9 catches, 201 yards in a playoff game. Absolutely unreal. Brian Thomas, he had 6 catches. This is the Legends League, but it's Madden. You can't get all the guys out, so you're going to have some guys sneak in. How about a young man, Brian Thomas, maybe a future legend, putting up 2 touchdowns. There you see Mike Evans, who had a couple of drops down the stretch, 120, 113. Robert Gronkowski had as many yards as the number on his back. Don Maynard as well. Yeah, tried to get the ball to Andre Johnson a couple of times, but only finished with 3 catches. And then on the defense, nothing too crazy on defense. Had only 2 sacks. You had Clay Matthews and Josh Hines Allen. And then Marshawn Lattimore with the INT. There was the other INT as well, but that was on the 2-point conversion. So thank you guys so much for tuning in here to the RXFL. Be on the lookout. We might be back later tonight to do another playoff game with you guys. Thanks for tuning in, and the Salt Lake City Fury moving on to the divisional round.